Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous. I'm your Dungeon Master Darius. Last we left off, I had pretty much spent an entire episode leveling up because, you know, why the hell not? But we are finally going to go off on an adventure, doing literally anything else. Besides just, you know, trying to murder freaking cultists that are trying to murder us. I think we're not going to get any of the loot that would have dropped from, yeah. No loot from the things that we killed that time. That's fine. That's a good party right there. Oh, man. It was a rough time. Again, I spent a good 3-4 hours on that. And now we're going to go do literally anything else. And we can't go into the Blackwing Library until we get through the Market Square. Can't go there either. I think our only option is going into the Theiflings hideout, Tower of Estrad, Worm's Mansion, which I don't care for at the moment. Hey, giant candle. Now, Nino, however the hell you want to pronounce that, does have a quest where she wants us to visit some ruins. I could have sworn that the ruins were going to be like... High standing in the city, Tirabade family lived in a simple house far away from the wealthy neighborhoods. Interesting. Worm. Odd. I guess we can't yet visit those unless her quest leads us to, I don't know, somewhere. But regardless, Theiflings hideout. Fail to sneak past enemies. Cool. We get to use some of our newfangled abilities. Kind of waiting for that. Oh my. Those appear to be giant fiendish flies. If you would kindly let us pass, we won't have to kill you. I mean, we're probably still going to try to kill you. Bold and fire. Miss entirely. That works too.
Cover me, all right?
It really doesn't. But and I'll harm you. Ooh. Ooh, I do say. Good times. Good times already happening. Let's get out of here. I love being able to do melee damage. In case anyone hasn't realized that. Alright. Check out this Theiflings lair. How long do y'all estimate that it's gonna take us to get through this first chapter? The basement is dark and dank, and you are immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered Theiflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separate from the rest. A tall woman, who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of a knife, greets you with narrowed eyes. Brother Woljif, you got my message then. Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner, dear sister Charisme. It was just one thing after another. First I was in shackles, next... Well, no, I was still in shackles and I was being watched, and then the chief got me out and I came straight here. Knew you'd be waiting on me. Now talking or else we'll be here all night. So, we had a clear plan. We were going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods, and leave. Even if the neighbors called the guards, there was time to get away. Well, what happened? That bitch Beth showed up almost right away. She knew we'd be there. Somebody betrayed us, and I have a good idea who it was. What do you have to say to that? Make it quick. Burden of proof lies on the accuser. Woljif doesn't have to prove anything. Curious May turns to you. He speaks. I thought Woljif only brought you so you'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. In a single fluid motion, Curious May adjusts her grip on her knife so that she is now holding it by the blade, as if preparing to throw it. Burden of proof. Are you city guard or something? I don't know how it is with you lot, but in the family the highest rank is always right. And here, that's me. Kenabras is burning. Why are you squabbling here instead of fleeing the city? Purses her lips. I'd be glad to leave, like the rest of my brothers and sisters, but in the family there's nothing worse than betrayal, and it's something we do not forgive. We don't forgive anyone who lets traitors off the hook either. If I don't find the rat, my superiors, let's just say, I'll wish I was burning in Kenabras. I want to keep living, so I'm going to take a chance. Until I find out who is the traitor here, no one is leaving. So you think Woljif knows the name of the traitor? Yes, he knows the name of the traitor. Every gang that Brother Woljif has ever been a part of very quickly come to an end. Their hideout location was passed to the guards, or their competitors found out where they could ambush them. Woljif is the only one who always comes out smelling of roses. If you think about it, you'll come to the same conclusion as us. Well, tell us your side of the story, Woljif. What happened? What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Curious May got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 others over there, I mean. He jerks his head towards the 5 tieflings kneeling on by the wall. He rounds us up and says we've got a score. Ancient trees in wonders. The one place nobody would ever be able to hit. A place that's guarded by golem. But now a powerful scroll that would knock out the golem just happened to come into our possession, along with a tip-off that the shop owner would be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us know a bit of magic, and we know that any enchanted junk will sell for a pretty penny, so we're in. And the most important thing is that none of us was to be hanging about the shop ahead of the job. No casing out the place, no calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or the master. This job was top secret. That's all true so far. Go on. We did everything right with the locks and the golem. I picked the lock. I remembered it clear as day. Sister Dalna was on lookout. Brother Melroon had the scroll. Toffee, Tavi, and Varnir brought the sacks. We covered the windows and lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossing them in a sack, and one right expensive one rolled away from me. I crawled under the table after it, and next thing I know, Earbeth was there. Everybody scampered. But I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out. But then those blockheads were dragging me out by my tail and put me in shackles. They took all my rings off me. About 20,000 worth. And to add insult to injury, never even found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they caught you, poor thing, stripped you of your loot, and didn't even manage to stash anything. Curious May is pointedly polishing her knife. Where's the moon of the abyss, Brother Woljif? Sorry, the what now? It was an amulet. It used to sit on a little cushion in the window of ancient trees and wonders. Sterling silver sparkled like a star, fine piece of work. On one side there was a half moon, crescent, waning moon. In the middle there was a dark crystal, like it was eclipsing the moon. Old man Philemon was so proud of that amulet. He used to say, I'll never sell it. I'll never sell it. It's the jewel of my collection. He sighs unhappily. I used to go there to see what kind of treasures there were in the world. There's nothing else to look at in Kinabras. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, you'd have the guards on you the second you tried to fence it. Everybody knew that you were always hanging around in ancient trees and wonders, drooling over the moon of the abyss. Did you think you could swipe it in all the commotion and keep it for yourself? Did you hope that we'd all be locked up and you'd get off scot-free, and with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Woljif. I see right through you. Why would Irabeth arrest her own informant? Took the words right out of my mouth. It doesn't make any sense. If I was the rat, I'd have kissed her on the hand and been long gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm a cautious fellow, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family? So the fish in the Selin can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? The Moon of the Abyss is a pretty bauble to be sure, but it's just the amulet. It's not worth dying over. You knew Erebeth's people would protect you. You knew you could pin the moon going missing on them. And now you've come here with backup. You knew exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is nobody's returned the amulet to Felman. Are you giving Erebeth a cut? Is that it? Have you seen her? Do you think she'd take a cut of anything I'd offer her? Can't be bought. She's like 3 heralds of Iomade all rolled into one. That's a clever one. He speaks the truth. You've seen some knights who takes bribes, I'm sorry to say, but Erebeth Teotabade isn't one of them. Go on, Woljif. That's the whole sorry story. Crosses his arms, looking affronted. Some family this turned out to be. Just a name in the end. In a real family, people take care of each other at their word. Don't throw around accusations. I didn't take the Moon of the Abyss. What am I going to do with it? Can't sell it to no crusaders. It's a special item. Can't wear it. It'll get nicked. It's pretty to look at, sure, but it ain't that pretty. If it's that important to you, Sister Chrisme, I'll find it. I'll drag the traitor here by his horns, just so as you don't end up at the bottom of the Selin. But do you know what you're going to owe me for that? An apology. Right here, in front of everyone. You're going to apologize loud and clear so everybody hears it. You'll say, sorry, Woljif, you're a good guy. Or I'm sorry, I was wrong about you. I couldn't keep a straight face. Fine, you're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. But if you run, Brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every cup and every meal. You'll look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if the families come for you. You'll have no peace, but one day you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath, and then that's what we'll get you. Got it? You've a way with words, Sister Chrisme. A way that almost made me wet myself, but a way nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go chat to that scary gal Erebeth. She knows you a little. We can talk to her without... We can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. Fine, we'll find the real traitor. And I'll get my apology. Onward to Erebeth, Chief. Let's go clear my good name. Root out the traitor, but be quick about it. Time's running out. I don't want to be chewed up by demons. Theifling. Nyeh. Cool. Got some experience points for that, too. I wonder if there's any dude we can talk to here about selling stuff. You? Nope. You? Nope. You? Nope. You? Nope. That's a bed, but that's loot. 15 bucks? Hell yeah. Ooh. Ockpicker's Kit 1. Is it a consumable or just a usable? Ah, kukris. Oh, that'd be sick. Because you can put the keen on any weapon that you're wielding. So you put that on a kukri? Oh, that'd be freaking 16 to 20, I believe. So I guess we just leave. Okay. Go back to Erebeth. See all, hey, how's it going? What's up? How's your mama? Hey, by the way, did you happen to know who it was that ratted out Woljif and the others? Failed to sneak past enemies. Wonder how much I can actually do the whole back and forthiness just so as I can get some experience points. That's a sure. Vulnerability curse. Frick. Blank shot because we're within that range. More miss. Everybody stab. Why is everyone sucking right now? The worst time to do the sucking. Being bad at anything, really, in general. I guess magic missile the bitch. Oh, right. Each missile incurs a spell resistance chance thingy. A bib. Woo. That's power parasol, baby. Alright. How much damage is that? Oh, right, because I have Keen on. I have Keen on because... Oh, wrong button. I have Keen on specifically because if I tried to do it with, Oh, yeah. Let you go to sleep. Then we'll stab you. Masterwork. Masterwork Bardiche. That's 100 gold in our pockets. Oh yeah. What was I trying to say? Words. Things. Right, they have resistances to most of the elements, so I really didn't want to try to risk. Oh, it's freaking electricity, except electricity gets nulled because they're immune to it, kind of a thing. Bum, bum, bum. I won't lie. Quest is already going a little bit faster than I thought it was going to go. Then again, what might end up happening is we go to Erebeth, she'll be all like, hey, so you know the Theiflings, huh? How do you like the idea of completely routing them out of their holes? Which I won't lie is tempting. Woljif is a cool guy, but... I mean, just in case something bad happens. Any success? How's the city? There's a trader I'm trying to track down. Who's your informant among the Theiflings? The archer sort of brow in surprise. Candabress is threatened by a demon horn. You have enough spare time to help out thieves. I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. I did not see my informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me a note, and disappeared. She hesitates as she tries to remember. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the horns, long horns, didn't fit under it. There should be a guardian golem in Ancestries and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct's code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing and find out what it saw. Code word is Hand of Aurori. Ooh, nice. The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll get lucky with the golem. Later. Cool. But by the way, all of these goddamn things are just, hey, new things. Let's see. Yeah. So now we gotta go all the way to Ancestries and Wonders. You're like, hey, golem, tell us what's up. What's up, Mr. Golem? Don't mind me, just waiting for the goddamn thing to load. I don't know if it's because I have the ability. I move. Iron hammer. I didn't sell the Bardiche. Yeah, it's fine. Good party. Or at least half decent party. I'm now curious if all of the NPCs that we can gather are in this chapter or if they're in another chapter. Worm's Mansion. Irribate Residence. Great Garrison. There it is. And new encounters. So remember, More or less what it seems like. I was supposed to do these other side quests first before going in and figuring out what the hell happened.
Hello?
Hello?
Anyone there?
Roll a blessed weapon.
Please?
I'll go ahead.
Get me out of here.
Polished oak shelves once showcased magic rings and amulets. Now all that's left are grubby handprints of robbers.
Hello? Is anyone
I
there?
found something.
That's a demonic heart.
Please get me out of here. I can hear your footsteps. Pull me out. Hello?
Oh,
Free at last. I thought I'd be flattened like a pancake under that rubble. Much obliged. Damn, I'm not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finian. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will.
you're a Pathfinder.
That's right, Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world wound wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting mostly, but this last while I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn.
What I meant was, what are you?
What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from, is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kelets of the Star Eye clan fled when the world wound troubles began. But I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Or did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? Well, my best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I am best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me Phantom Blades.
Phantom Blade, what's that?
It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles that leave few survivors.
Well, the city is under attack by demons.
Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. And then the guards came, everyone was running around. After that, it's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. If there are demons in Canabras, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides, the more the merrier.
How'd you end up in this shop?
I've been waiting here so long I don't even remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here.
All right, I guess I'll take you with.
I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party is missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word.
Finian the Talking Weapon. You now have a unique companion, Finian the Talking Weapon. You can access him through the special button in your inventory. Click on it to start a dialogue with him or to change his form. He can take the shape of any weapon you can then give him to one of the characters in your party. There's no limitation to changing Finian's form. Finian will become more powerful as a personal story progresses. Okay. Where Finian? Finian. Hail to the adventurers. You know, I've never regretted following you. Everyone seems to revolve around you like beavers in a mill wheel. I'll have a lot to write in my report to the Pathfinder Society. Although thinking about it, it's been a while since I last sent them any reports. Tell me about the Pathfinder Society. Oh, well, sometimes folks curse out our names, calling us opportunists who just want to line our pockets. That's only part of it. We're travelers, explorers, solvers of mysteries, and fighters of evil. I mean, good coin hasn't hurt anybody yet, but for folks like me, not like that matters. Not what matters most. We're curious to see the world, play a part in everything, stick our nose everywhere. Getting into our circle isn't easy. First, you must prove that you can endure any place you're sent to, that you won't shy away or flee. That's why you'll never catch a long line of applicants outside any society lodge. Every lodge has a venture captain, and if they approve your application, you're in. There are many lodges all over the world, but the main one, the Great Lodge, is located far away in Absalom. I've never been there myself, but I heard a lot of stories about it and about the Decemvirate that governs all the Pathfinder affair from there. Alright, let's talk more about you. You do realize you're a weapon. What kind of question is that? I mean, sure, the clerics keep going on about every crusader being a weapon of Iomade, but I don't speak of myself in fancy words like that. I'm just a lad with 2 arms, 2 legs, and more freckles than I'd like. I choose where to go and whom to fight for. I don't want to be anyone's weapon, you hear? Arrent is dead, and now everyone decides their own fate. I don't know if he's oblivious or just stupid. How did you become a Pathfinder? I've always wanted to be one, ever since I was a kid. I remember I'd go out to the edge of the village at sunset and just keep walking until I got tired or someone dragged me back by my ear. It was like everything was drawing me away from home. My clan wasn't the nomadic kind. Before the wound opened, the idea of traveling anywhere would never have crossed the minds of many in the clan. They were content with their community or their patch of land. But I always wanted to see what lay beyond that bend in the road, over that familiar hill beyond the horizon. My father, he wanted to teach me to be a shaman like him, but as soon as I came of age, I was off looking for the Pathfinder Society. I found it, and is. After 3 weeks of travel on foot, I passed their trails and they accepted me. My father hasn't spoken to me since, but that's alright. Once he hears of my great deeds, he'll come around someday. All I wanted was to rush off to some faraway land and find a treasure trove no one else had discovered yet. But I knew I had a duty to Sarcosis. Then the wound opened, the demons, the havoc. In the end, I never went anywhere. But as soon as things calmed down, I'm setting off to explore Aslant. I've already decided. Great ancient ruins, that's my kind of life. Being surrounded by the wreckage here is depressing, as I'm sure you know. You remember anything else before you ended up in Kenabras? There's uncertainty in Finian's voice. I mean, a lot of things happened. I remember how happy everyone was when the ward stone was placed in Kenabras. That was some celebration. Oh. He was talking about being there before the world wound opened up. That kind of solidifies his timing. And I remember when the cultists took me, cut down my whole party and dragged me to their ringleader. Don't know his name. Everyone just called him the Bladesmith. But after that, my memory's all fuzzy. For some reason he didn't sacrifice me or anything, just knocked me around. Said he'd been looking for a phantom blade for a long time. Don't remember why. How I escaped what I did, can't remember that either. Some crusader picked me up in the wound, brought me to Kenabras. That's where I stayed, licking my wounds. Maybe there was a mix-up and now they think I'm dead. Why else would none of them contact me this whole time? The Wardstone, you say? You're describing something that happened decades ago. That's rich. Next is going to tell me that I've been sleeping for decades. Last year, that was. Well, maybe the year before last. I couldn't have been wandering the wound that long. I would have been either dead or an old geezer by now. Nah, quit messing with me. Finian, you need to understand. You're not human anymore. His voice sounds concerned. Hey, you feeling alright? Maybe you need to have a lie down. I'm standing right in front of you. Poke me if you like. It's even as they come. Or do you think my travels have worn me down so much I've become an animal? Not happening. My folks taught me to say human always, no matter the circumstances. To remember who I am and never shame my ancestors. Oh no. Are you still able to commune with spirits? Maybe I can, only if they don't want to answer me. I'm still a spiritualist, a phantom blade, and my power is within me, but I have this feeling like I'm separated from the spirit world by some kind of transparent wall. I keep knocking, but no one can hear me, I think. Guess all the Bladesmith's torture did a number on me. Broke something inside. That's all for now. Well, that's unfortunate. So, I just need to turn you into a longbow. Right? and then I can hand you over to her. Oh, okay. I see how this goes. Okay, okay. Bam. Putting in the talking weapon. He is a +1 weapon with, holy shit, cold iron, gold, and ghost touch. Windowog. You get to slay demons. Sorry, I'm also just a little bit flabbergasted by this whole... Yes. Ah, yes. I can sell that. I love how it's like, hey, congratulations, you're here now. Ooh, Pipe Fox. Pipe Fox provides a +3 bonus to Knowledge Arcana, +2 Insight bonus on perception checks. Nice. Kind of an accessory is this, though. Where did the Pipe Fox go? Oh, there it is. Usable. Summons a Pipe Fox pet. I just end up using it. Okay. Let's see. $3. Universal currency. Counterfeit Derek Stunhammer's jewelry. Interesting. Whew, I had to take a quick pause because I sneezed. Hello, rubble. The formerly well-appointed shop now looks a sorry state, has been completely ransacked. Lying in the corner next to a scorched wall are the soot-covered shards of a clay golem's head. Golem's eyes glow in the gloom. Master code word. End of Irori. Code word correct. Awaiting orders. Where'd you come from? Who created you? This golem was crafted by Gaffrines and Son. Address 3rd building on the right, Jewelers Avenue, Neos, Erosian, Mendev, model G504ENE, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Gaffrine. Tell me about the suspicious people who came to the shop in the last week. 56 individuals into the shop. Human, female, old. No male, old. Human, female. You'll be reeling off customers until nightfall. We need to ask in a different way. Are any of these suspicious people tieflings? Tieflings, 3. Tiefling male, middle-aged. Tiefling male, young. Tiefling male, young. Grab the young male tiefling. Medium height, short horns curled backwards. Medium length tail. Eye color yellow. Hair color black. Special observancy, annoyed master. Horns, hair, tail. That sounds like me, but it's not possible. I know what the security's like here. Didn't come near the place. Give you my word, chief. No special observation. Subject was unremarkable. There, see, can't have been me. Alright, what of the middle-aged? Tiefling male, medium height, long horns, medium length tail, pale blue, dark skin, special observation red. Oh, that's our trader. Bet your life on it. Curious may drilled it into our heads that he wasn't to go hanging out about the shop. Red hair. Got a couple of gingers. Plenty more who get it out of the bottle. So much for a special observation. Golems ain't all they cracked up to be, eh? Maybe its master knows more. Let's grab the female tiefling. Tiefling, female, above average height. Hair long, pale. Tail not observed. Long horns. Pure eyes color blue. Special observation. Scar on nose. Baldric with gold stitching. I don't know about that one. New arrival most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Where's your master? Belman Rolishos. My master is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited. Prohibited. He likely holed himself up in the basement when the commotion started. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where is the basement to this place? Basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. Found out everything I wanted to know. So, I need to pry you up with an athletics check. How did I fail? Oh, 6. Yeah, that would do it. Let me just double check this place a little more thoroughly. Just making sure that there's no more loot. That doesn't seem to be. Save one more time. To the basement. Hopefully this place isn't going to try to kill me. Pick the lock. Little feather stuff and things. Lovely. Ooh. More booze. That's just a smidgen of a booze hound, ain't he? This is gonna go swimmingly, ain't it? Not gonna end in a fireball. The elderly gnome, so portly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in the corner of the basement, shaking. Marauders, bandits, scavengers. Are you the shop owner? Gnome seemed to settle slightly. My name is Spellman Fruliatros. I was the owner of this shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. Hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. It's a bit brain-sacked, maybe, but nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Where were you the night of the robbery? You think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The Watchhead was very keen to get their hands on those Theiflings. They seem to be multiplying all over Golarion. So, of course, I did everything they said. I've been stuck in this basement since then. Golem wouldn't move away from the door, no matter how much I yelled at it. But then I thought that it was all to the good. Somebody came by after the guards and caused a ruckus upstairs, following like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Tell me about the Theiflings that have visited. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the City Guard or the Eagle Watch. If he keeps digging his heels in, just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. Bluff or intimidate? I'm more keen on intimidating. Start talking or else. Yep, that'd do it. Alright, just put it that away. I'll tell you anything. Ask your questions if it's so important. Tell me about Woljif. Woljif Jeffto, right? Yes, I've known him a long time, though I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. Always wanted to look at the moon of the abyss. I'd chase him out, but he'd just slink back in again. If he was with that gang that robbed my shop, I'll bet anything he swiped the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who's got the moon. I want to see it return too, you get me? I don't like the idea of other people grubbing his mitts on it. Ugh, 1 second. What is it about reading that makes it so as my nose gets stuffy? Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. Red-haired tiefling, I suppose. Yes, there was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes, but he asked me to show him an Aesir-made chainmail. Certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected that something was off. I checked everything after he had left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing. That's all I have. That's it. With that description, we'll surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief. Back to Sister May we go to have a good long shifty at all my brothers and put all these clues together. Something tells me our trader isn't gonna wriggle out of this one. Tell me about the Tiefling woman. Tiefling woman. Ah yes, I remember now. Noble lady. Unlike the Tiefling ruffians we have around here, she purchased magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised to come again. If only all Tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. That isn't enough to help you catch the thieves, I don't know what else to tell you. I'll be on your way and leave me in peace. Go back to Kirasme. This should be fun. Wonder how many more ambushes we're gonna meet along the way. Save before we go out, just in case. Do 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 do. Back to the Tieflings hideout. And we're random encounters. Ugh. Holes. Why's it always gotta be when it comes to the reedy bits that my nose gets all bleh? Drums her fingers nervously on the hands of her blade. Well, are you gonna tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon of the abyss that they stole? I don't need anything else. Good look at the suspects. Tieflings are tense and ready to reach for their weapons. The only redheads are Melrune and Doffy. Dark-skinned Tieflings are Vanir, Doffy, and Melrune. Doffy, Melrune, and Tavi have straight horns, but Tavi is female. Only Vanir and Melrune have green cloaks. Need a little bit more time. That's a lot of information. Because we're looking for the redhead. Redhead with long horns. 1 second. Oh god. So a dark skin, red haired tiefling man with straight horns. But golems have limited memory. Better find out the shop's owner. A red-haired tiefling who wears a green cloak is the traitor. Now all that remains is put the pieces together and expose the culprit. Red hair. Well, one of the terrible things about this is that we're looking at all the characters and whatnot, and it's like long horns, but all of them kind of look like they have kind of longish horns. Okay. Only redheads are Melrune and Doffy. Oh, that was gonna trip me up too. Yeah, I was assuming that they were talking about in order from like left to right. Never a good idea. Doffy, Melrune, and Tabby have straight horns. Tabby is female. Only Varnir and Melrune all have green cloaks. So, based on what we're looking at here, it's gotta be Melrune. Right, because we're looking for red hair, green cloak. Dark skin, red hair, cloak with straight horns. Gotta be Melrune. Melrune? Melrune? Do I tell them about this? I met some Theiflings from your gang. One of them got trapped trying to get out into an underground passage. And what? We made a pact, everyone for themselves. We meet up for the arranged time and place. They were dumb enough to crawl into some hole in the ground. That's their lookout. I'm not their nanny. So much for being the family. Seriously. Kinda tempted just to, like, oh, we're a family. But, you know, to each their own. Alright. Well, go on, tell her. Melrune. You'll pay for this. Otiel and Hapsel will get you in the end. Hapsamira. Could have him. Take him away for questioning. Time passes. 30 minutes. May looks wary, but her earlier intention has clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the Moon of the Abyss. The best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Erebeth so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked, and he'd slink off to meet up with his customer. You've got the Moon of the Abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second. He said when he got to the window display, the moon was gone. Lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are you going to do now? Clear out of this place. The sooner the better. city's dying. I don't want to die with it. This city would already have already died if not for the people who stood up to defend it with weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. But we've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you now? What are you going to do to the traitor? She nonchalantly picks her nails with her knife tip. He'll be sent to visit a distant relative on the farm to think about what he did. Any more questions? I've never been on a farm. I'd imagine it's really pretty. Fields, apple trees, chickens. Yeah, sure. Chickens. Oh, I love Ember just a little bit more almost every time she opens her mouth. Stupid question, but can I join the family? He bursts out laughing. That's all you want? You can have your pick of the non-tiefling gangs. You've no need to tread on our territory. Family is for tieflings only, no exceptions. Good decision. Don't plan to hang around any longer either. He turns to leave. Sister, Woljif nervously bites his lips. Cheeks are flushed and his tail is swishing through the air. You forgot something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology? You promised an apology to me, loudly, in front of everyone? We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? That. She shrugs indifferently. So, sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Woljif. That's the most pathetic apology I've ever heard. Her eyes harden, but then she sighs. Alright, fine. I'm sorry, Woljif. Part on good terms. Ooh, that's almost as tempting. Do I want to make this bad? Nah, he's not that much of an asshole. An asshole, yes, not that much. Woljif watches her go, his tail relaxing. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief, when you got a spare minute, come see me. I have something I want to discuss with you, but for now, let's get out of here. Don't like sitting below ground when the building above is ready to crash down on our heads. Hello. Door. Did you think Kirsame would forget to lock a vault with a pile of money in it? Be so lucky. If you want to clear the cobwebs out of them pockets of yours, gonna have to try a little bit harder.
Might be trapped. Might be treasure.
Might be trapped. Yeah. Ow. Gate. Or tongue. Guess we can use that. Okay. Can also be used to cast certain spells. I won't lie when I say that I was expecting a little bit more of a Thieves Guild, loot. Just saying. Just a little bit more than a couple of jade and some agates. Alright, guess we're heading back to the Defender's Heart. If only so as we can talk with, okay. If we can talk with Woljif and see what it is that he has to say. Oh, 2 shears. Lovely. Oh, right. This one causes them to be... What is it? Bewildered? -2 to AC. -2 to attack rolls. Humping. Oh, this one's speed by half. Yeah, let's do this one. 70. Yeah, I keep on forgetting that these guys have a pretty large amount of freaking HP. Ow. Nearly out. Nope, not mage armor. Yeah, that. God damn spell resistance.
It's all your fault.
Oh, that's terrible.
Let's try this way.
Really? Of all the times, you know? Of all the damn times. Leap. Dang. That was good. Flippe. Now let's see about coup de grace. Yeah. Yeah. I'd hope that he would take all that damage and not live. Robust sentences, I say. 1 second. You've got the Healy hand. Where's your Healy hand? That's the Raven familiar. Oh no, I didn't. That's right. I gave you the Hex. Saving throws, attack rolls, AC. I forget. I mean, you do have cure wounds, so. Just cure him a couple of times. That should last you until we get out of here, back to the town. Gonna go to the Defender's Heart and hope we do not die. I really hope that it was not lying about the demons trying to attack again. Just saying. That was not a particularly fun thing to try to sit through for like 5 hours. I say well, there's 3 to 4 hours the first couple of times I tried to attempt it, and then the last one was another hour or so, so yes. Alright, Woljif, where are you? Woljif, there's Ember. There's Woljif. Go ahead and slap a save down, just in case I say something stupid.
Psst, look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
He makes a subtle gesture and an amulet on a chain appears in his hand. A silver amulet in the shape of a waning moon with a dark crystal in the middle. The Moon of the Abyss. Woljif, buddy, we're gonna have to have some words. So you did betray the Theiflings.
That cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I would infer. Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
Did you really have the amulet the whole time?
Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
Why is this item so important?
Do you really not remember it? Oh, I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fileman, the owner of the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss, an amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth, it makes my head spin.
You've been searched by the guards. How did you manage to hide the amulet?
Thieves have their ways.
Prison pocket, got it. Why didn't you give the amulet to Kirsme right away?
What? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabras and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Erebeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the Theiflings. And they never appreciated me anyway.
Why did you steal the Moon of the Abyss? You wouldn't have been able to sell an item so rare anyway.
Why, he asks? It's expensive. Pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garen. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
You did the right thing by not giving away the amulet. Stealing from thieves isn't even stealing. You have to put yourself first.
Allies, friends, it's all a load of crap. Life brings us together, forces us to make plans, do whatever it is we do, but it's a safe bet that this ain't forever. I might be a traitor, but the others, are they any better than me? Melround had a good reputation in the family. He was trusted, and you see what happened. If you abide by the law, anyone can rob you. So you need to break the law first when no one expects it, and run before you go soft and get too attached. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief. I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. Ooh. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Cool. What the hell? Not to mention we got a little bit of experience from now. That's going to be a while. Alright. Hey Chief, how about letting me go? Why would you need a thief in your party? What if I rob you in your sleep? I mean, I'm not going to, but for now, but what if I get a rush of inspiration? Are you really staying at the party or just waiting for a chance to run off? As if I could. There are demons and dangers all around every corner. The tiefling stopped short. Don't you worry, Chief. I'll work off my debt, honestly. I won't stab you in the back or go on the run with your money. And if you buy my wares, I won't have to leave at all. He breaks into a happy grin. Look, Chief, tieflings have all the best things. What do you have? A stock of purity? Yeah, additional damage on hit? A monster hunter. Oh god, why must you tease me? I would 100% go with an axe if I had the right character for it. Poisonous dirt. Gnome hooked hammer of discipline. Order staff a slip. Oh, competence bonus to AC. Heck. One of grease, one of sleep, one of ray of sickening. Ooh, cold iron star knives. That's pretty cool. Star knives are one of those really neat weapons that I kind of wish... Well, okay, they are done really well. It's just that, goddamn. I guess I could sell that. I wonder whether or not I'm going to be constantly able to do shit with his stuff. Do shit with his stuff. Yes, that totally makes sense. Like if I'm able to, in the middle of a dungeon, just take Woljif with me and then he'll be all like, hey Chief, need to buy anything? And then we, buy and sell shit. I know, 'twas a thought. Oh yeah, the Bardiche. God, those Bardiche are heavy. Guess I could sell the Kukri, not like I'm using it. I kind of want to keep the scythe because I don't know how useful it could be. Wait. Okay, first off, deal. Second off, am I a dupe? Am I a dip? Am I remembering things wrong? This is 4. This would be the same amount. But she has an ability. I'm derping on this. Second. Class. 4th level. Can move at normal speed while wearing medium armor. 7th level can fight. Yeah. Was this a problem? No, it wasn't a problem, because this was also freaking armor. Medium armor that she could have wielded. Alright. Well, that went better than I thought it was going to go. Won't lie. Thought I was going to have to do a little bit more murder. Not that I terribly mind, but I'm pretty sure that Dudicus would have mind, and I would not have been able to access a black market shop of sorts. Just a thought. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I guess I'm going to save and call an episode here. I'm not sure where the hell to go next, because let's face it, some of these places don't like me, and some of the places are also beyond the river. You'll remember. No, I can't view the other place. I wanted to view the map, but alright. Yeah, because we're going to call an episode here. When we return, we got several other side quests that I can do. I need to figure out which one I'm going to do. So, thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And as always, hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.